let's talk about the different types of business structures. When you are starting a business, or if you already run one but you haven't thought strategically about the legal structure for it, I think you need to. It's important to choose the right business structure for you by considering the tax and liability consequences of your actions, from establishing your business to operating it and ultimately to eventually ending it through a sale, a dissolution, or you have to consider even death. I know you may think I am reluctant saying this, but strategically it's good to have a clear image of your business from the beginning and to have an exit plan of where it will go. The information I will share with you, it's intended to help you choose the right business structure by giving you a rough overview of various options. I'm not a professional accountant, I'm not an attorney, and only they are the ones that may give you the best overall understanding of the consequences of various options that you may choose, and they may be able to guide you in the decision-making process. However, you can also take these decisions by yourselves. I know that our students are not only from the US. We have students from almost 200 countries, if not more right now. And the laws are different, and the entities that are offered are different in each country. However, I hope that you take this description of each entity that I present here and you apply the same criteria or similar one to different options that you have in your country. In the United States, in all the states, the basic types of businesses available are just a few: sole proprietorship, partnership, limited liability companies, corporations. That's it. The differences between these types of entities, I believe, are straightforward and they will be easy to understand. And also, I need you to know that you can change your business structure down the road if your business grows or develops new needs and you need to make that change. For example, if you start your coaching business as a sole proprietor and later you expand your business by maybe taking on a partner, you can easily create a partnership or an LLC or a corporation at that time. Please keep in mind that details about tax and other bureaucratic knowledge regarding each business type will be covered in the next following sections of the course. But in this section, I will explain the characteristics, the benefits, and the drawbacks of each type of business structure, and hopefully this will help you figure out which one is best for your business. Because in this lecture I'm doing an overview, I want to touch a few general business structure distinctions. Businesses that operate as sole proprietorships or partnerships don't legally exist separately from you, their owner. This means that if your business fails and owes money to creditors, or someone wins a lawsuit against your company because, it can happen, and its assets are not enough to pay the judgment, you could find yourself personally paying with your house, your car, or other personal assets, depending on the situation and depending on the state in which you're living and your business operates. Businesses that operate as LLCs or corporations are legally distinct from their owners, and they must be created by filing paperwork at the state level in which the business is open. The owners of LLCs and corporations are somehow shielded from personal liability for business debts, which is one of the main reasons to choose these structures. In other words, if a lender who did not get paid comes after the business assets of an LLC or a corporation, most of the time it cannot touch the assets of the owner. Also, LLCs and corporations differ from each other in how they're taxed. LLCs' income or losses are typically taxed as personal income or losses of the owners, like in sole proprietorships or partnerships. However, corporations pay taxes all by themselves, separately from the owners. Also, an LLC could be taxed as a corporation as well, and that's why it's important to have your accountant see what the best options for you are, and also to continue to take the course, because I'm going to explain all of it. Let's get started, take these entities one by one. But first, I have created a table of tax and liabilities that you can see for each entity, and you find that in your resources. After you take a look at that, you can just download it or print it, you can have it in front of you, and let's move on to the next section where we talk in details about each type of entity that is offered and you can opt for in the United States. And like I said, I hope that these similarities and these characteristics of different entities you will be able to find in your countries as well, and you will be able to make the right choice. And it's actually very interesting for me as well, coming from a different country, because definitely some things are called differently. However, sole proprietorship in Romania and in Europe can be called like a physical entity, but you will see that the characteristics and the requirements and the taxation may be very, very similar. So just take what I'm saying today, do your research in your own country and see what applies and figure out if that's the best choice for you or move to the next one. Okay, so let's get started.